Fire Inspector Can Chin is on a mission. He's inspecting an SRO in Chinatown to help keep its residents alive in case of a fire.
Yeah, it's a bad smoke alarm.
Checking on safe exits.
Fire escape doors locked, so they can't get out.
Poking his head into air shafts and even checking roofs to make sure the residents are safe in the event of an emergency.
A lot of stuff.
Inspecting single-room occupancy hotels is a career change for Inspector Chin. Previously, he had his own company, marketing and servicing fire equipment. It was lucrative, but he wasn't happy just selling fire equipment to landlords and businesses.
I felt that I could do now more for the community by being technically on the other side of the fence.
So in some ways, this is also a way for you to give back to the community?
Yes, it is. I realized that there wasn't a lot of Chinese individuals doing this work.
The conditions in SRO rooms can vary from crammed to cramped. Hot plates left on can start a fire in moments, so working alarms and clear exits are critical to safety. We went on an inspection of a room that houses a family of 5 with Chin.
Right off the bat, I could see the smoke alarms covered up, more than likely because they're cooking in here, or the alarm isn't being maintained so that it would cause to have what we call a nuisance alarm, and then they get tired of it, so they'll cover it up so it doesn't go off.
And how many people, to your knowledge, are living in this particular room?
The neighbor indicated that there's 2 teenagers that live on the top bunk. The mom and dad lives down in the lower, so total 5, even grandmothers on this side.
To Can Chin, these conditions are familiar. He was born just a few blocks from where this inspection is taking place. His fluent Chinese helps him easily move among the Chinese residents of the SROs he's inspecting.
The smoke rise, okay?
But Chin's inspection is only half of what he's here for today. He considers his most important work to be educating some of the poorest residents in San Francisco about how to save themselves and others in the event of a fire.
I'm just letting you know that I'm born in San Francisco. Been with the fire department now for almost 12 years, and I'm just very happy that you're here to learn a little bit about fire prevention and emergency safety.
Chin's work is in response to a rash of SRO fires that devastated the city over the last 10 years. 1,200 rooms went up in smoke, killing at least 6 people and injuring scores. Chin, who was then working as a civilian fire inspector for the fire department, came up with a way to deal with the problem on a grassroots level. He presented it to his supervisor.
I said, we need to go to the buildings that are still intact and teach the people about fire prevention, about fire safety issues, emergency situations, and what to do if they're trapped.
The safety reviews and inspections are paying off dramatically. When the Raymond Hotel SRO caught fire on April 15th of last year, residents were able to use the training given them by Inspector Chin at a workshop just 1 month before the fire. Valerie Capehart was in her room when she heard someone banging on doors, screaming, "Get out now!"
When I opened the door and there was a wall of smoke that hit me, the worst thing I can do is panic, and that's when I started remembering some of the stuff that Inspector Chin had taught us in the fire workshop, was that you've got to keep your head down, so that I wasn't crawling, but I was like this through the fire.
Over at San Francisco's Mission Hotel SRO, Marvin Mooring attended one of Inspector Chin's workshops, and then, just a few weeks later, remembered exactly what to do when a garbage can in this hallway was set on fire.
Inspector Chin told us, when you use a fire extinguisher, you go to the base of the fire.
What kind of role has he played in your life?
Show me a different way to save people's lives and my own.
As a child, Chin grew up in Chinatown, in a single-room occupancy hotel like the ones he inspects regularly.
At least 80% of these buildings would be SROs. They'll rent out the individual rooms to the one person to as many as 3 or 4. It's our first place where I lived. Yeah, that was
What do you remember about it?
Well, it doesn't look like how it was. It was real gloomy. It's real different.
You mentioned this area here used to be where you played, right?
Yeah, this is just a vacant lot, and we had to go down about 2 levels to get down because it was a steep dirt lot, and we went down there and played baseball. Yeah.
Today, Chin's former home is office space for a Chinese-American community group. Chin's family of 14 shared this large room plus 2 other smaller ones.
I still can imagine how it was, and when you're little, everything looks big. So right now it's just a lot of memories, real fond memories.
Does it feel small to you now?
Yeah, it looks small, but I also could picture my grandfather coming at dinner time, bringing us baked goods that he would bake. You know, he wanted to spend time with the grandchildren.
So what was this room?
This was our bedroom for the big guys. All my older brothers were here. The way we slept was kind of sardine style.
Everyone just all together in the
Yeah,
same room.
that's right.
Ironically, he would end up following in his father's footsteps into the fire department.
When I was born, my father was a firefighter. My dad, before he retired, that's what he was doing. He was inspecting for the fire department he was with. I have some pictures of that. So it's, you know, something that went around, and here I'm doing it, coming back.
Kind of full circle, huh?
Yes, it is.
When this normally reserved man is asked to talk about the lives he's saved, the emotions sneak up on him.
The common things for firefighting is, you know, we rescue someone. But I guess being an educator, a teacher, you teach someone something, and you're not there, but they're applying it. I guess my coworkers don't know how to value that properly. And that bothers me, because, you know, you don't read about this often, that someone showed them from the fire department what to do, and then the result. I just, excuse me.
He thinks that no matter what kind of person you are, no matter how little money you have, you're just as important as somebody that's a big shot with lots of... He cares about people. He cares enough to care about other people that nobody else would care about.
I guess when you see knowledge translate into action, and a life is saved from it, it's very rewarding. 佢嘅地址係660